So I've got the fuel tank off of the LJ. I cleaned it, I sprayed it down a little bit. It's drying off. There's maybe half a gallon of gas in there, if that. So it wasn't as heavy. Getting the clips off was kind of a pain in the ass because it was absolutely caked full of mud. This was all mud, all the way flush with the top. So I'm gonna reach in here. I'm gonna dry this all off here so no water gets in the tank. And then I'm gonna reach in there and I'm gonna pull out that valve and check it out. It looked like it was sticking when I took the actual filler neck off. So we're gonna pull it out and see if we can't fix that. So to get this off, I had to pound these to move the little bracket, the little retainers here over. So that was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I did it all the way around evenly, and out comes the fuel pump. So I'm setting it aside. The ring, the sealer ring's got mud all over it, so I'm gonna clean it out really good. And I'm also gonna check the inside of the tank to make sure that there's no dirt or mud inside the actual tank itself. So inside the tank actually looks pretty good. There's like a little bit of stuff down there, and there's actually no gas in here. I did really good about getting it cleaned out. So I'm gonna do my best to try to keep any stuff from going in there, and I'll probably go ahead and just wipe all that out before I reinstall everything, just to be on the safe side. So my arms are small, and some people might not be this lucky, but what I'm doing is I'm reaching in through here up to here, and there's a valve that's in there that that we want to pull out. So, and there it is. You don't want to twist it. There's some clips that are there, and all you do is just kind of bend it down a little bit. So anyway, this is the retainer spring and the actual valve, and it's kind of sticky. It's not real springy. It sticks a little bit. I can feel it sticking. It actually should come up to here, but it's sticking. And as a result, I'm having a hard time filling up my gas tank. Okay. It shouldn't stick right there. It should actually fully spring right back to here, because inside here keeps it from springing back out. When you look at it, oh, see, it's stuck right there now. When you look at it, it will look like this down your filler neck. See, I just pushed it down and it's stuck. It'll look like this. So we're gonna pop this out. I'm gonna clean it real good before I reinstall it. And there are these rings that are here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Dremel and I'm just gonna Dremel them down so that they're not there anymore. Okay. So as I mentioned, I've got a Dremel here, and we're gonna just file these down. I got a little sanding bit on here and adjustable speed so I don't over sand. Here's the first one. Second one. Third one. This one still has a little roughness to it. Oh, I might be able to pick some of it off. We'll try it out like this and see what it does. Alright, so we got this piece. We've sanded these down, or filed it down, or however you want to do it. I'm going to put it back in. And, whoops, I'm going to make sure it's in the right spot. Woo! That's how we like it. Springy, springy. So that stop where that clip is goes right here. So right now, obviously, it's going to pop out from under here, but once it stops, it springs really good. That's the way it should move. So we're going to put it back in, and it's just going to be a pain in the ass. Reinstall. Taking out the gas tank, putting in the gas tank is kind of a pain in the ass when you have a jack that is just a smidge too small or short. So, but we're going to make it happen. All right, now that it's hard to do this with one hand. Now that we've got this all situated, you want to make sure that before you put it back in that it's lined up in the little slots here the way it's supposed to be. Okay. And that way it doesn't bounce out. I mean, you'll be able to check when you come over here and look at this, but go ahead and get in there just like this and see about reinstalling it. So you have to find that little seal at the end and just kind of twist. Oh, make sure it goes on the way it's supposed to. Oh, I don't know if I got it or not. You don't want it to fall in, that's for sure. I don't think that's it. So you might have to feel around for the little grooves to get it in, because if you notice, there's some locking and internal locks and slip-on locks here. So you might have to feel around to find which one's which and put it in accordingly, but I'm gonna play with that for a second. Okay, I believe I got it in. So I had covered this up from when I sprayed and everything, and to make sure I didn't get anything in it. So I'm just gonna pop it back off here. Hard to do all this with one hand, man. Woo, okay. I'm gonna look down at that check valve so you see it. It's kind of hard to focus on it here, but it's there. And I've got a coat hanger that I'm gonna check the spring on and make sure it's seated correctly. Okay, coat hanger. So I'm gonna check this and see if it's springy. Oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do with that? It's springy and doing what it should be doing. I'm just gonna play around with it just a little bit. And so far, so good. So now we're gonna reinstall it. I'm not gonna show the video on how to reinstall just because it takes too long. There's plenty of other videos out there on how to uninstall and reinstall the tank. But I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall this. And then we'll go to the gas station and see if we can fill up without it locking off my shit. Don't forget, you gotta put your fuel pump back in, and while you're at it, just go ahead and clean out anything that's in there. I think I'm gonna go get a clean towel and wipe out the residue that's on the bottom, because that stuff can get caught in your fuel lines and in your fuel pump and in your fuel filter and all sorts of shit and gum it up. So we're gonna install the fuel stuff here. Okay, we're gonna try to drive to the gas station. I put just a smidge of gas in here, so we're gonna see if we can't make it down to the gas station, because I don't have any other way of getting any gas. And see if it fills. All right, we're gonna try it. See if it works. Begin fueling. Holy shit. It's working. Let's see if I can lock it. Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. No fuel leaking. We're good. Yay, it's fixed. Bare bones empty. With, I think there might have been a half a gallon in there. and I was able to fill my entire tank in probably a minute or two. So instead of 30 minutes. So it works